day in crypto. Bitcoin is flashing a major buy signal as the market heats up big time. Even more interesting is that this is all happening at a time when Bitcoin is breaking away from its correlation with the stock markets, and we're seeing just this massive amount of FOMO starting to come in from institutions. 3 banks just in the last 24 hours have announced their crypto plays. That's crazy, man. PayPal has perhaps more than anyone else unleashed the bulls and set us up for this big market run. Exciting times, guys. Exciting times. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the wild land of crypto. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has just hit a fresh high for 2020 at $13,782, falling just $100 short of the 2019 high watermark at $13,880. That is the key area of resistance that we need to pass next. Now, it might take a few tests for that to happen, but considering how aggressively Bitcoin has been crushing resistance over the last few weeks. Remember 10,500 and then 11 and then 12 and then 12,500. We could easily see Bitcoin passing this a lot quicker than many people might expect. And when we do pass over this, it's going to bring a lot of enthusiasm back into the market, as that will be the highest priced Bitcoin seen in 2 years. Day by day, we are getting closer to that 20,000 mark. It's really not that far away. Not that we're going to go in a straight line there, it's going to go like this, but still, the market is maintaining some very strong bullish momentum right now, and that is great to see after so much uncertainty throughout the year. A pullback to 13,000 or even 12,500, that could happen, so be ready for that. And if that does happen, then it would be a great time to open up a long position or to buy that dip. Not saying that's for certain where we're going to go, but it would be a good opportunity if that does happen. A quick reminder too that Bitcoin has now moved up 27% since it breached the 50-day moving average. The average breakout, by the way, from crossing over this line is around 42%, meaning that we could still see Bitcoin rallying up to $15,500 during this particular market rally. So still some room to go, I believe. Cracking past 14,000 is probably going to happen sooner than later. Also want to show you this super bullish chart right here. This is the Bitcoin net unrealized profit loss chart. Now this has just entered into the belief zone for the first time in 2020. Now this indicator shows that Bitcoin is likely on the cusp of a major market rally, similar to the one that happened back in late 2016, early 2017, which you can see on the chart here. Now this is like, of course, the 50th buy signal for Bitcoin, but it just reinforces my belief that $20,000 is coming pretty soon, potentially by the end of the year. But the next 12 months in crypto, they are going to change lives. So make sure that your bags are packed, because this market rally is going to be insane and make the 2017 rally look like a blip on the radar. I expect that we're going to see those really insane prices in like late 2021 or early 2022. That's going to be the blow off top where Bitcoin's at, $100,000 or $200,000. Millionaires will be made in that process. But it's not going to be just handed to you. You need to hustle. You need to work for it. You need to be invested in the market. You need to get those bags packed now. Aggressively take profits on the pumps. Buy up the dips. You guys know the drill. Moving on, I want to talk a little about the stock market. So the S&P 500 is down today. In fact, it's down about 5% in the last 2 weeks, but it did have a nice big dip today as well. And why is the market down today? Well, all the same old reasons. No stimulus checks. The coronavirus is surging again. The presidential elections are coming and everyone's afraid of the uncertainty of that event. The markets always fear the unknown, and that always weighs heavily on the stock markets when they don't know what's going to happen, right? But to see Bitcoin now breaking away, that's the real story here, and that's a very, very powerful move for Bitcoin. Now this chart here shows Bitcoin versus the S&P 500, with the stock index represented as the red line. You can see that we are right now having a significant breakaway moment for Bitcoin, which is very, very encouraging. Bitcoin's literally going in the opposite direction of the stock market. It's going up and the stock market is going down. By the way, remember our old buddies over at MicroStrategy? Well, It seems that their Bitcoin play is already one for the history books. Holy cow. MicroStrategy has already made more than $100 million from their Bitcoin purchase. That's just incredible. Not that they're planning to sell anytime soon, but wow, that's a lot of gained value. Now that is more than the last 3.5 years of their business operations combined. That's insane. This one play has made them more than doing 3.5 years of business. And don't think that others aren't going to notice that happened. That's a big amount of money they've made. There are trillions of dollars right now sitting in company cash accounts, hedge funds, private funds, endowments, family offices, all that stuff. You guys know the drill. It's going to start coming into Bitcoin. Also, I like this post from Raoul Pal earlier today, of course, famous macro investor. He said, Bitcoin is eating the world. It's become a supermassive black hole that is sucking in everything around it. I love that kind of bullish sentiment. And there's going to be a lot of money coming to Bitcoin. So it's going to be some crazy time, guys. A big thank you to BlockFi for sponsoring today's video. Time is running out for the insane Halloween sign-up bonus. So you can get up to $275 in free Bitcoin. Free Bitcoin, guys, just for making your first deposit with BlockFi. So all you need to do to be eligible for this is to sign up using the link down below in the description. And then you need to make a deposit into your BlockFi interest account. So to get the highest tier bonus of $275, you will need to deposit $10,000 or more in crypto. But if you have a smaller portfolio and you're thinking, it's $10,000, that's crazy, Lark. Well, the great news is you can actually still get a great bonus even if you're a smaller investor. So you can actually deposit as little as $25 and still get a $25 Bitcoin bonus. So you deposit your $25 in Bitcoin and double that Bitcoin. Is pretty cool. And of course, in addition to that bonus, you're still going to earn 6% on Bitcoin, 5.25% on Ethereum, 4% on gold, 5% on Litecoin, and 8.6% on dollars like USDC. So it's an excellent promotion for anyone who's been keen to try out the BlockFi service. It's a great bonus. So it's a great reason to get in, but you have to act fast as this offer ends in just 3 days. So again, link down below where you can get signed up for that. Okay, now on to the main stories actually of the day, and that is that bank FOMO is happening right now in real time. Southeast Asia's largest bank, DBS, announced today and then hastily unpublished that announcement, the launch of a fiat to crypto exchange for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash for some reason. Now, the service that they're offering is going to be totally custodial, just like PayPal's offering, so it does have that kind of drawback to it. Again, not bad for mainstream adoption, people who are afraid of their keys and all that stuff, but different story. Anyway, apparently the announcement was released as a mistake, but that doesn't change the veracity of the story. The story is real. Now, a spokesman from the company has said the exchange is still in the process. They're just waiting on final regulatory approval before they make an official public statement. The cat's out of the bag. They're definitely doing it. Now, this is just a formality, I think, the regulatory approval stuff. Singapore is a very crypto-friendly country, so I don't see why the biggest bank in Singapore won't get approval to do this. It's just a matter of when, not if, in my opinion. This is just another massive crypto adoption story because DBS, it's a giant bank. They operate in China, in India, in Indonesia, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Australia, in Japan, in Malaysia, in Thailand, Taiwan, Australia, the UK, the UAE, the USA. They're big. They have over 200,000 institutional clients and more than 5 million banking clients just in Singapore. So like they're a big deal, kind of a big deal, And it's, I think it's really right now, as Mike Novogratz said the other day, PayPal adopting crypto, it was the shot heard around the financial world. To be fair, though, I think that DBS has probably had this in the works for some months, at least at this stage in, the approval process and all that stuff. But it's very much true, that old saying that no one wants to be first, but also no one wants to be last. We're going to see a lot more announcements like this one from DBS. There's going to be a lot more banks coming in all across the world. So definitely watch out for this. In fact, just today, these are all stories from the last 24 hours, by the way. Just today, a smaller bank in India with only 22 branches just announced that they're going to begin selling cryptocurrency to their customers. That's amazing. The floodgates are opening up and a tsunami of money and market participants are getting ready to flood into the markets. And amazingly, I've got one more story here about banks getting into crypto today, and it's our old frenemy JP Morgan. Yeah, those guys again. They are apparently launching a new division of their company focused on, wait for it, cryptocurrency. Of course it's cryptocurrency, man. In particular, they are in talks with firms including Fidelity Digital Assets and Paxos around providing crypto custody to their clients. Now, at this stage, we're likely not far off from seeing JP Morgan offering probably some kind of PayPal-like service to their clients, probably exactly like what DBS is going to be offering, where you can buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP via JP Morgan, and they'll custody it for you. It's just sitting there in your account. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And that's not exactly what they're going to be doing, but that's my suspicion. Now, in spite of JP Morgan being the poster child for slimy cat-fat bankers, it's literally the biggest bank in America, so this is a massive deal, even exploring the custody options. 2020 has not been kind to the banking giant, though. Their stock is currently down by 30%, so I guess it was time to start looking into crypto because they gotta get those stock prices back up, man. That's ridiculous. And then, of course, if you look over at PayPal, their stock is up 83% this year because crypto, man. Crypto. Not that all PayPal's stock's up just because of crypto, but definitely it's been a catalyst. Anyway, the crazy thing, all three of these stories, they happened a week after PayPal's big announcement. That's insane. 3 banks right there. More are gonna come. And, you know, what comes next after this? Who comes next? I don't even know, but it's been insane. And this is without a doubt the start of the bull run, which will be defined by institutional adoption and mainstream awareness just going to the next level. FOMO is happening right now. Every major bank, every major financial provider, payment provider, they're rushing into the market. If you're not in crypto, you're gonna be losing. Publicly listed companies, they're buying Bitcoin right now as a strategic reserve asset. This is going to continue. We're going to see more companies announce that. Grayscale's assets under management, they're soaring as more and more institutional players like hedge funds are piling into Grayscale's products. This is all just uber bullish for the price of Bitcoin, and yes, inevitably for the rest of the market as well. So strap in, guys. It's gonna be a crazy 12 to 16 months or whatever coming up. Anyway, those are just my 2 Satoshis. Your question for today: do you think that banks selling Bitcoin to their customers is a good or a bad thing? Personally, mixed feelings. I think it helps adoption a lot, right? Gets more people exposed to Bitcoin, pumps the prices up, that's all good stuff. But it also just recreates the same terribly broken system that we already have and we're trying to get away from, but, you know, double-edged sword anyway. I'm curious to know your thoughts. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.